So we're going to work today with Guru Justin and Oliver here. You can't really see through his headgear. Is we're going to functionalize or make our Filipino martial arts more athletic, so to speak, right? Can we pull off these certain techniques? And we understand that obviously, like, we're not really eye gouging somebody. And obviously, Oliver is constrained because he's wearing a fencing headgear. We're really ill prepared today. We're just doing this kind of like on the fly. He didn't have good vision and everything. We have open space. So just keep in mind, it's just the method of training. We're not actually looking at, how do I say it? Is this realistic or not? We just want to see if we could actually functionalize our Filipino martial arts in this case, right? So the technique that we're looking at here is that if I throw the jab, all right, he's going to parry and simulate that. He's going to get that eye jab, and then maybe he could follow it up with any technique, exactly, all right? And so like the way I've been taught this long time ago, he throws the jab, I parry an eye jab, and I would traditionally do something like this. I understand that this is categorically, showing how to basically do different possibilities in the Filipino martial arts and to pass on knowledge to other students, et cetera, but we want to actually see how we could use this in real life, so to speak. So the first drill we're going to do is that Oliver's going to throw jabs. And he's going to throw about 50-60% speed, and then Justin is trying to land that parry and eye jab, okay? And if he gets good at it, he's successful. You could obviously make it harder for him, or you can start adding fakes. Okay, guys, let's give it a try. We do 1 minute round, and let's go. And time. All right, switch it up. Okay, so same idea. You know what I mean? If like you find that Oliver is getting more successful, make it harder for Oliver by increasing the intensity, so to speak, and or add some fakes. Okay, guys, let's go. Time, good. Again, let's try to constrain ourselves to like the parry and eye jab. I'll allow like inside parry and eye jab, all right? But let's try to constrain ourselves to parry and eye jab. And so like, how can we make this drill more difficult? What are your guys' thoughts?
So when we're doing this, throwing the jabs, everything's to the head right now. You can start looking to go head as target and body as target to give you something to worry about.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because when we're doing this, because I know he's going for the head, I can naturally keep these up and do this, but the second that this starts getting felt, then, naturally you're going to try to...
Right. More things to be worried about. Okay, so let's add that in, guys. So like the person that's attacking, in this case is Oliver, he can go to the head or to the body. And in this particular case, we're still constraining ourselves just to parry and eye jab. I'm going to allow, inside or outside. Okay, guys, let's give it a try. Ready? And time in. So remember, you go to the body, add those fakes in there. And time. Okay, let's switch it up. So one observation that Guru Justin has made is that it's challenging to get around those big gloves. I think these are like only 12-ounce gloves. So yeah, the equipment can sometimes obviously have some effect on the training model. Maybe this further reinforces the fact that we should try to get that angling out. So we try to work more of the triangular footwork from the Filipino martial arts. So let's give it a try again. So again, Justin in this case can attack to the head or to the body with the jab only. All right, let's go. Good. Nice. And again, if he's getting successful, let's scale it up a bit. We could add a little bit more intensity. We could add some fakes. Time. Good. Okay, so again, Drew Justin brought up a good point, is that sometimes after we do the technique, whether we succeed or not, we find ourselves kind of posing. This right hand is dropping down and the fight may not be over. Maybe you were inaccurate with your eye jab and this guy's still stepping and pounding you in the face. So one issue that's coming up is that we are posing after we finish the technique, which can be sometimes part of the training error, is that we do the technique, we sit there and we think that maybe the fight is over, and that's not, in this case, entirely the case. We have to keep going, be still, defensively articulate, keep your hands up no matter what. We're gonna make this more stressful. We're still gonna try to do some kind of parry and eye jab against this jab, but now all of us are gonna add the left hook. All right, so you could go left hook to the head or left hook to the body. We'll scale down the intensity a little bit, and we won't add any fakes yet. All right, or unless he starts getting really successful, then obviously you could like start to increase that stuff. All right, let's give it a try. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. Okay, guys, let's go. Okay, 30 seconds left. Nice, good work. Time. Beautiful. Switch it up. Because like a common challenge that people talk about is like, oh, these techniques are too deadly, we can't train it under stressful conditions. There must be an answer for how we can actually train these techniques and simulate as much as possible a conflict. I know we're never ever going to get close to like a real street fight, unless we actually get into a street fight, but we're trying to see how can we actually use this stuff against someone who's resisting? How do we choose what is the best technique to use under stress? Okay, so let's give it a try again. Time. Good. I noticed that sometimes Justin, to get to the outside, he actually switched to southpaw. So it's interesting because like when he was trying to get like a cover you, like, so what we're saying is like, it's challenging to get to the outside. It could be the equipment that's actually inhibiting that, but some of us are having a hard time getting to here and we're getting hanged up maybe here, or we're just not able to get the guy's face. This could maybe allow us, I don't know, like academically speaking, to do other techniques. I have no idea if he get hanged up on that arm. But I noticed that Justin started to make adjustments. I don't know if he knew what he was doing, all right? But we can review the tape later on. He actually started to switch stance a little bit. And I don't know if that's to allow him to get that eye jab in now, where it's a little bit more cleaner pathway to the guy's eyes. So you rewind for yourself, but a couple of times I noticed that he actually switched stance, and maybe that's because he was like realizing like I can't get that particular angle of attack on Oliver's eyes. Okay, we're gonna accelerate quickly. All right, so usually we would probably layer this kick a little bit more, but for time constraints and everything, we're gonna amp it up right off the bat. Oliver with constraint is gonna throw any boxing technique, any boxing technique he wishes, right? And when I say boxing technique, we're not really also gonna follow traditional boxing. We could do hammer fist, we could do back fist, we could do like kind of like a heaven six kind of motion, or angle number one motion, whatever. So we're looking just beyond the boxing techniques to be any hand technique, right? I'm still gonna restrain Justin to only do the parry and eye jab, okay, on straight punches. Don't worry, we're gonna eventually scale it where we could do anything we want, but we're just looking at progression here, right? And ideally made for like a classroom environment, like how are we gonna get there? Okay guys, let's go. So Oliver, any hand technique, and you're constrained to parry and eye jab on straight techniques. Okay, guys? Huh? Yeah, you can go to the body too. All right, let's go. Yeah, good. And notice Oliver can switch stances too. That was good. So we'll allow switching stances. Time. Very good.